medical, and this research no, because just the participant just diagnose or suggest themselves have maladaptive daydreaming. So which means the weaknesses of this is the researcher, the research, the next researcher have to do the maladaptive daydreaming to know about the maladaptive daydreaming from the medical check. And the limitation part. And the second is about the methodology. The methodology is focusing on inquiry for the people, but it's more deeply because it's used phenomenological, which means that explore more anything about the methodology. Thank you.
Okay. What is the data used in this?
On the method. That the data.
Can you move to this?
Yeah, more before. That's analyze. It's actually that from interview, video already recorded to internet evidence and that use a behavioral analysis, and this the participant consider from to 21 individuals.
How is the author creating this data? What's the way of the author to get this data?
The way is interview procedure.
Interview one by one, several companies in it?
Yeah, because that there are 4 rights, but in the journal, just explain this during everyone, yeah, 40 until 90 minutes. And using video audio record because the limitation of frequency, and the question is like this. Can you describe, just for example, can you describe or recap your daydreaming experiences?
So the authors is from several countries?
And the other from several countries because the other some are especially for Israeli, but I don't know this right. Because then, can you come back for the first page? Okay, now this. I don't know if it is from the one. I think that there is in the journal for the university. However, the participant is from several countries.
That's why that's what I'm curious about. I'm curious about how to get the data because the informant is from several countries, right? And also it's not only about the sending a questionnaire, you fill the questionnaire, it's not as simple as that because it's also used the video conference, right?
Yeah, which means that
Yeah, I just curious about it. They can contribute for us. Alright, anyone else? Oh, you gave a class.
Why is this topic important for us to talk?
yeah.
Based on your opinion.
Based on my opinion, that I took this journal before, I diagnosed myself to be a mathematician. I'm afraid of that because you know, right? I always write some sort of story and I have to write some imagination and fantasy. However, it's over wasting my time. But actually, there's an active for 5 and 8 hours. There's for several hours, like 1 or 2 hours. However, I'm curious: is that a symptom? Is that the symptom of my addictive daydreaming? When I check back in Alisama Yuna for the first research, that oh no, I think no, because it's not interfere or replace my real life. However, the first research actually didn't interpret about my real life, no, my condition, because the participant is from Allison, who got insane. However, I'm normal. And for the next, your normal is meant I'm not crazy, you know. And for this research, I feel that as the symptom, because the someone diagnosed himself by validating the dreaming. So I think Perhaps it's like this. If you got some daydream and it need more time to do it, and sometimes you get some, it's like you made with data policy. Then you wanna, for example, just to satisfy yourself, if that wastes your time, perhaps not more than
Okay. Thank you.
that's all.
Bit. Make it clear.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Are on the
Okay, we will go on to the next one.
When you go from what do you mean?
Yakin?
Wait a minute.
Are you ready?
Wow.
Wow. Eugenia, wow. Itu nomor 2. Oh iya, sorry.
Hello everyone. Alright, thank you everyone. So today is my presentation to show you the I got an article from journal Metacognitive Learning. It's from Q1. The title of article: How do you feel during English class? Emission and metacognition in primary school children learning English as a second language. Then the author, there are 5 authors: Paula, Paladino, and the others. And the year published is in this year. See, it's still fresh. Okay, I think that's it enough. Next. Alright, so background. Learning, because this study is about English second language at primary school. So learning a new language at an early age has benefits for improving the awareness of phonology, cognitive ability, and academic achievement. And second, emotion and metacognition significantly contribute to student performance and success of learning English for second language. So what is metacognition? Metacognition is an awareness of one's thought processes and understanding of the pattern behind them. It means about problem solving. But commonly metacognition is used for numeric or mathematical background to measure the student. And the next about emotion. It's about neurophysiological changes. It's about feelings and the degree of pleasure or displeasure about something. And then previous studies. None of the studies of learning English as second language concern primary age, with a specific focus on both metacognitive and emotion. So the previous study, they corrected the focus. So there is no combination of them. So this one, the first study that combined metacognition, which is common in the mathematics background, to the language learning and the emotion. And the aims to investigate the role of both metacognition and emotion from an early stage in primary school by using MAICR and CBT. Next. Alright, this is the methodology. So this study uses quantitative and sampling method to 305, and the analysis method you can see like that, and the data collection using questionnaire and English vocabulary test. And next. Alright, this is the findings. So the findings: English vocabulary score, metacognitive functional ability, and boredom increased significantly from T0 to T1. Metacognitive monitoring significantly affected second language vocabulary growth. And next, metacognitive control contributed positively to second language performance. Boredom was a significant negative predictor of second language vocabulary achievement. Enjoyment didn't show a consistent or significant effect on second language outcomes. we can conclude that metacognition and omission really influence the student's learning, and metacognitive monitoring and control significantly predict second language vocabulary development. Boredom increases over time and its stronger negative predictor of second language outcomes. Endearment and anxiety remain stable and don't show significant longitudinal change. And findings support the integration of MESU and all and cultural value theory in early second language learning. That's all for me, everyone.
Okay.
So,
Next.
thank you for our presenter. So the next we will continue to our question and answer session. Please want to ask question, raise your hand and give your question. Thank you so much. I just want to ask about your opinion. What is the weakness of the weakness of the students in this bureau. So the weakness of the student in this bureau, there are got some problem for the result is boredom. It means like they feel boring about the material because we study, but the study is assessed for 6 months, so they can see it very well. If you say that the what is the real conclusion that I have said before, metacognitive and emotion is really influence the student development to learn language. So that's the final finding, because in the previous there is no examination about their correlation. So in this case, it shows a great evidence that both of them has correlation to encourage the student development.
Okay. I wanna ask you about. Can you move to the title?
Title.
Yeah, which title? Oh, this title, yeah.
This title.
This lecture is for what is it? Primary school, right? Primary school student. What's the result of this article can be used to other levels, like high school or maybe junior school?
Alright, thank you so much. Because the purpose of the study is intended to the primary school, it means we cannot generalize it to the other level because the treatment is different in this. It is in the journal. It is in NELS research. So the mentality, how the metacognition is also different from primary and the secondary or maybe high school. So we cannot generalize these findings.
Can we say that the weaknesses of this article? Can we say that your statement before the weaknesses of this
Yeah,
article?
you can say it.
So what do you wanna do if you have chance to make a new article?
New article.
Yeah.
If I
Like
have
the same topic from this.
the same topic for this, but in different variables.
Yeah, up to you.
So if I have a choice to be a further researcher, I will explore in Indonesian first because in this context it's in entirely. So we don't know about the quality of our student here, about metacognitive ability. It can be different.
Thank you, thank you.
Next question. No. Okay.
It's not important.
Hey guys, here.
Wah, Septin menyala Septin. Debut Septin. Lihat.
Hey, how good! Is that you? So different.
It's even it's on your head. I'm not on your head.
Wow. Masih ada.
Nasi dari Yes, that's right.
Dari X dikati.
Okay. Okay, this is college student by Yasmin Jai 2.
Everyone.
Okay, time is yours.
Sebenarnya masa kemana itu loh kalau buat itu. Thank you for the time to let me present the front of you. So our topic today is understanding parental control and adversarial growth in college students.
Next, please.
Next
Next slide.
Okay.
Jai satu.
So the general information I got from the healthcare and the publisher is multidisciplinary digital publishing and studios. Next, please. The title of the journal is Parental Control and College Students, Adversarial Growth, a discussion on Chinese for child families. Tingya, Gao, Shifu, and Shifu is the author of the article. The research paper is Chinese styles play an important role in shaping individuals' autonomy and coping abilities. And previous research only focused on the children and adolescents, which limited attention to college students, mostly in China. The researcher concerned that college students must get the effect of the parental control in their autonomy, mostly ability to face their problems. College students as emerging adults are still influenced by their family background when facing adversity. Mostly in Chinese one-child families, high parental expectations often lead to stronger parental control. Since 1980, Chinese have rules that one family only had one child. So that's why, with that case, Chinese families give their high expectations of their one and only children. Okay, next please. The research methodology is used questionnaire survey in 1 month, and the participants is 354 Chinese college students from three universities in China, Hong Kong, and Macau. Data collecting by 2 times. Data collecting in 1 month, but 2 times, and the analysis tools is as fast as 26 and M+8 quantity. Key variables is parental control, self-identity, adversarial growth, and growth mindset. By doing this research, the researcher got the results such as parental control shows a significant negative relationship with college students' adversarial growth. Self-identity partially mediates this relationship, indicating that parental control weakens growth by undermining students' sense of self. Growth mindset moderating this process by reducing the negative effect of parental control on self-identity and adversarial growth. And then these findings demonstrate that psychological mechanisms remain influential in emerging adults even within today's cultural context. Next. And the conclusion is excessive parental control hinders adversarial growth by limiting the development of self-identity and autonomy. Self-identity is a key of possible mechanism for adaptive coping and growth after adversity. Growth mindset functions as a protective factor that buffers negative parenting effects. And balanced parenting and autonomy support are essential for positive psychological of the college students. So that's all for my presentation today. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Thank you. saja and are there any question?
Yeah. Miss Ajay, thank you for your performance. I want to ask the reason why you choose this article. Is there any correlation with your no, with your background? I think. Yeah, with your background, or maybe you you wanna know more, just want to know more about that. I think that.
First thing first, I have intention into psychology, so that's why I choose this. Before I want to choose about neuroscience rather than this, but I've been looking for neuroscience is more complicated because it's talking not only about how we think, but also the what physics or science people. It's more complicated, so that's why I choose this one because it's a bit related to me and for my audience today because you will be parents next.
Oh, are we?
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, me.
This is
Oh,
for the research you was chosen on makeup track. Why did the author choose because they want to know. They use questionnaire method in three universities, Macau, Hong Kong, and China. To know their perspective on what they need. Like these use variable self-identity. So the researchers want to know how far the participants can identify themselves by the scale 1 to 5 from the I completely agree to I completely disagree.
wow. Yes, I'm from. Okay, can you give me more insight about how step by step from the author to make questionnaires?
So first thing that the researchers do is they ask to the university first to give them the participants, and then they share before they share 500 code questionnaire. But from the 500 questionnaire in the first time, because it's divided into time, T1 and T2. In T1 they got 412 valid data. And from 412 valid data, they share again to the same person in T2, and then they got 354 valid data.
Yeah.
Okay, enough for Miss Ajay. Thank you. Give applause.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Hey. Okay, the last three. Our shadow. That's what. Benar sih, abad as berdelapan. Edin Syahrul. Oh, Edin. Wow. And the next is I can
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the amazing presentation? Of course! Welcome our amazing presenter, Mr. Ed. Wow! Music! Wow!
Music.
Wow, so good.
Wow, impressive.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to presenting about my journal. The title is the cultural adaptation, the residency of music and or artistic creativity in the preserving traditional random music. We talk about random music. Okay, this article was published in journal ilmiah Peregrine. Okay, the author is from
Suryati, Suryati.
Suryati.
Actually, his name is Suryati.
They have just one. So and the other, this is from Institute ISI Yogyakarta and Srina Harimpiron, the University of Thailand. Okay. Next. Okay. Let's talk about why this study conducted. The main problem is that keroncong music is facing a decline. Many people, especially the young generation, feel bored and old-fashioned and too melancholic. Okay, and the goal in this research is to show how musicians use their artistic creativity as a survival strategy to keep this tradition alive. Okay, next. Okay, talk about methodology. This journal uses qualitative descriptive research with a case study approach. From collecting data research from popular keroncong performers on YouTube observed between November 14th until 18th, 2023. Okay, the analytic method uses a data reduction and verification and description based on the Mice and Haberman model. Okay, next. Okay, the first result is inclusive arrangement. Strategy modifying the rhythm, melodic, and harmony to be more inclusive. Okay, for example, this picture is Rumah Opet. Yeah, Rumah Opet Orchestra. This is the band from Institute ISI Yogyakarta. They make the door open. This is a type of music by and make it with reggae rhythm collaborated with keroncong. So in this result, so that this song made increasing of view YouTube in 2020. They made complex with part vocal harmonies. Okay, next. The second result is attractive performer. This style has changed from formal and stiff to casual and fun. Musicians now often perform in outdoor setting, wear casual clothes, and create more relaxed image and that appeal to younger audience. Can you imagine? This picture is from Keroncong Pelesiran. So from the formal event move to informal event, and they open the stage in the middle of forest like Mangunan. Okay. Next, covering popular song, strategic adaptation modernist pop, hip hop, folklore into keroncong style. If you realize if you never ever hear about Bundan Prakoso and Bundan and Fatu Black, they ever collaborating about hip hop and keroncong. The name is Keroncong Protol. Okay, the song is booming in that time. Okay. The conclusion is artistic creativity makes keroncong more inclusive, attractive, and adaptive. Okay. And by being adaptive and attractive, keroncong is not just museum prize but living heritage that continues to evolve. it shows that traditional can survive if it is willing in innovate. Thank you.
Thank you for Q&A.
Okay, Mr. Eka, I have
Nanya mulu si Ang. Si Ang nanya.
since I have read your article, and I want to ask about the data. Actually, is this article can demonstrate all of the controllers or only several controllers?
Yeah, because
Bahasa suara deh.
we just thank you for the question because this journal is research in YouTube. That's why this cannot proving about not only keroncongers, the musician who play keroncong, but we have a weakness like if there are any several place in rural area they don't have internet. And also, yeah, because the keroncong is not just only in the city, but also in the rural area. Keroncong, we don't have data to collect it if the place, because this methodology just using research in YouTube. So this is the weakness of this journal because we don't know about in the rural area. They can make the live performance with innovative, attractive, and
Okay, thank you, Mr. Eka.
Let's go Dini.
Okay, another question.
You. Gini banget ya aja gak sopan. Jangan kayak gitu, jangan gini. Gila.
How much or how big is the effect of the artistic creativity have on the resilience of the musician traditional context?
okay. Yeah, actually, this is not the proving how impactful this journal to musicians, but this is so that innovative musician can make keroncong easy listen to young people. So because the between 14 until 18 November. Okay, November. So that have increasing the number of music, then the same music without any innovating.
No.
There is no comparison between the pure keroncong traditional music and with the creativity in this journal. I
Yay! The last.
Not yet.
Not least, Mr. Syahrul, as moderator class.
Sudah paham.
I think the PPT line submit.
Oh.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's go to the next presenter. What's to Dini? Time is yours. 3 minutes, yeah.
Okay, I will open this presentation with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Because of what? Because of my pronoun. Okay, let's move to another slide. This is my pronoun. The title is Children's Right to
Ding, ding.
Breastfeeding and that is article perspective. And we have two authors here. There are Animajan Rahari and Pak Dilasani. Okay, for the rank of this journal is P1. This one from Indonesia. Jurnal Wacana Publik Indonesia.
Wow, puji aja. Wow.
Okay, the novelty of this article that are for we introduce national law and Islamic law for this case, and we will focusing on the fulfillment of children's rights in law perspective and in Islamic perspective, of course. And the qualitative field research with data credibility is the methodology of this article and revealing the gap between legal regulation and the real case in the real life. And next to the background, next again. Next. Okay, the children have an animal right to health and survival. This is the regulation from United Nations. And next, the regulation that is in my article. Okay, exclusive breastfeeding is the child's basic right. There is a regulation in our this is the law in 36 of 2009 and what again? And another law in number 33 and in Islamic law there is in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 223. Next. Okay, this is the content of the law. This is the
Oh,
Surah
Masya Allah.
in Al-Baqarah.
Angel,
I will
pay attention.
discuss in the
Wal walidatu.
result. And so we can next to the another slide. The exclusive breastfeeding movement yeah, this is the fact. The fact is the coverage of exclusive breastfeeding in Indonesia is
Kamu
too
tahu
low.
nggak
And
kalau di Canva itu
how
ada
about
kalender
the result?
dan itu lebih jelas. Nanti aja deh aku nanti. Waktu di slide presentasi emang ada timer di pojokan sekarang.
Okay, that in the Islamic perspective, but we will interpret with country law also. And then next, okay, the methodology. This article uses qualitative research and based the interview and the observations. The
Sorry,
second one is the
pojokan bawah ada
mother
tulisan timer.
has
Kiri.
the mothers who have a baby from 0 until 6
Tiga.
months, and we use data triangulation to make it more objective. We
Ada. Ya, bisa.
interview not only with their
Itu
mothers,
show timer.
but also with their family and health workers. Also, this is this is the mean of triangulation data. Okay, next. Okay, the findings there are four findings here about children's rights. I thought the perspective is not fully fulfilled yet. Based on the background and the result of article has a sand line and lack of what is knowledge in the main picture because from the article there are some mothers don't know about the function of giving breastfeeding. And then there are some mothers busy with their work and responsibility. And this is in the family and household support because as a mom they need support from family to keep breastfeeding even breastfeeding is from mothers, but mothers need support from their family. And next. Okay, I want to give the evidence about the result of interview. This is interview with Maya Vidyati, and this is from Yumi Astuti. Okay, this is the very obvious The discussion, exclusive breastfeeding is both legal and religious obligation. So maybe before I read this article, I just know, okay, everyone has the obligation to breastfeed, right? To give breastfeed, there is some regulation to do that. And there is a film included legal awareness and social support. That's why the number of moms who has given breastfeeding is still low. And there is a Islamic law emphasize childhood care and health. Not only in the health field, but in Islamic law, we talk about the function of breastfeeding. Okay, next. This is the breastfeeding. Exclusive breastfeeding is both illegal and religious. And that we go to here. Insert it. Okay. Use the meaning mothers hold their children for 2 whole years. Meaning in as far as we know, the mother has to give the baby breastfeed from 0 until 6 months without any additional food and drink, and then will make it perfect for 2 whole years, and not only about months. We also add there is a regulation for the father of the baby to give clothes and maintenance must be given by the father. So not only the mother has a role, but also the father. Okay, next. This is the emphasizing from the Islamic law. And breastfeeding is religious obligation for mothers in Islam, so every mother has to give breastfeed to their baby. And Islam recommends breastfeeding for up to 2 years old. When the baby 0 until 2 years old. And the father are responsible for providing financial and material. It is the responsible of father. And Islamic prioritize child welfare and health and protection. And then the conclusion is the study from breastfeeding is what is required for children that will legislate not only in the national law but also in Islamic law. However, implemented remains weak based on this article because the article conducted in Lampung in Metro City. Yeah. So we hope the mom who given breastfeeding to their children can increase for the max.
Bilang saya lanjut.
It's my moderator.
Okay, that's all from Dini. So, who's gonna be with questions? So, 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes, let's go. Okay, for the first question goes to Al.
Okay. Astagfirullah. Yeah, I wanna ask you,
You can ask about the ayah, the first.
what's the main point
So, terus
that you wanna show to
ask
us
about
that is
explanation.
necessary to know? Yeah,
Okay, maybe we can go to the purpose of this article. There is baby. There's baby.
Your side.
Of course, I want to emphasize about the purpose of this article and you can read here. There is we will identify the factor because exclusive breastfeeding and to analyze and implement of children. But based on this article, just let the baby let the mom who give the baby breastfeeding simple because there are some reasons as I explained before. Okay?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Okay. Next question. Is there any question? No. Okay. Give applause for Dini.
Last but not least, Lisa.
DJ.
And the number is 1.
Number one is
Who's number one? Nasik.
No.
Desi!
Yes,
That's Desi.
Okay, let's start our final presentation for today. For this one session, the presentation will be delivered by Mr. DJ. Please, Mr. DJ, time is yours. What do you mean? We have to go out.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will share the journal first. It's easy to understand the journal because I have made my highlights for the journal. So for the main point of the journal already highlighted by you. Okay, thank you very much for this chance. So on these occasions, I will show you about the journal Ecological Economics 2025. You want the title is the comparison to the statement goals and environment concern. Why this journal? Why I take this journal? Because we realize that every country around this world try to develop their country to become a developed country, including Indonesia. So, is there any relation between economic growth and environment decrease? So, on this journal. The background is economic growth is often seen as a sign of progress. However, environmental damage continues to increase. Next. From this abstract, there are three main points to examine on this journal. The first one is economic growth, and the second is environmental degradation, and the last is public environmental concern. Next. Okay, the risk methodology of this journal is quantitative quantitative analysis with socio-economic data, and for the analytical method there are three hypotheses of this journal. The first one is postmodernism, mannerism, and animations of this connection. The data comes from economic indicator like GDP, consumption level, and the environment indicator also like pollution and emissions. And for the individual's data, it comes from public opinions data or environment concept based on Gallup School Institution Survey. Next. For the result, for the first one, there is survey results show concern for the environment, growth, with economies. You can see from this chart that it's shown us that environment environment growth fluctuate with the economic growth also. Next. And the second is environment impact increase with GDP and environment concern. So when the environment increase, the GDP or also the concern and also GDP and also environmental concern is also increase. So the economic growth increase. So environmental concern peaks when environmental impact is already high. This is not only in the US's case, but also in Argentina, Chile, China, India, Japan, and Spain have similarity pattern in this case. Okay, next. For the third result is the natural base of GDP growth enables the demand for environmental protections. This means that there is a paradox here. When the stronger environmental awareness alongside greater environmental damage. In the easy language we can understand by we care more but we consume more. That's the paradox of this journal. Of this case. So, and the last result is high income individuals contribute more to environmental degradations and prioritize economic growth over environmental protections. But there are two inequality of this. And the first inequality is equality of impact when the material and carbon footprint are highly unequal. High income groups consume and emit far more than low income groups. But for the concern, there's an inequality also when the low income individuals or low income groups are consistently more likely to prioritize environmental protections but for the high income group has less concern of this environmental protections. Next. So, what is the discussion? There are four main points of this journal actually. When the economy grows, environmental pressures is also increase. And the second is when environmental damage increase, the public concern will come. And when the public concern appears, the damage occurs. And for the last, growth creates environmental problems. So the main point actually, when the GDP growth or the economic growth, it will be environmental problem also. Let's say environmental regulations. Okay, next. So there are two points here. As connections emerges between Engelhardt. Engelhardt has theories about post-materialism theory before. And for the first and the societal level, economic growth increase environmental concern, but environmental damage still grows. So even the environmental damage still grows, environmental concern is increased, there is environmental damage also inside of that. So the second point is individual level. Those who harm the environment least care the most. Okay, next. So what is the implications of this journal? The implication is can be give implication for the policy implications, legal and policy relevance, and global relevance. Next. So for the conclusion is economic growth does not guarantee sustainability, and environmental damage is a hidden cause of development, and awareness grows because of crisis. Again, awareness grows because of crisis, not prosperity. Okay, next, the last thing is, in my conclusion, this is pure comes from my mind. For global north means Europe, America, Russia. They are wealthier, higher environmental impact, but stronger environmental awareness. But they give environmental regulations more. And for the global south, like Africa, Asia, including Indonesia, they are poorer countries, but more exposed to environmental damage, but also weaker environmental awareness because they are focused on developing the country. Okay, thank you very much. And this book from Prabowo Subianto, Paris, Indonesia, when Prabowo Subianto tried to make our country become a developed country, and that's why there is the resolution 2050.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Anyone have any
Yeah.
question?
I have question. It was actually because I saw Prabowo, so I have question. What do you think about the statement of Prabowo that when open the South East in Papua, right?
Palm tree, palm oil.
Palm tree.
Yeah, palm trees, yeah.
Palm.
Palm trees, yeah. Palm, yeah.
Actually, kelapa sawit is palm oil.
Yeah, palm oil trees. Yeah.
Palm tree.
If we see the PPT that it will decrease the environment, mean increase the problem on the farmer, right? So what do you think about that? And do you agree about this?
Actually, that is a bit to do actually. So there's a paradox. Like I said before, it's a paradox actually. So, because the purpose of Prabowo actually, he wants every big island in Indonesia become mandiri, how to say, independent in energy and also food. And one of the way to reach that goal is palm oil, because of palm oil can become new energy in the future. We call it biogas, if I'm not mistaken. Biofuel. That is the purpose of Prabowo Subianto. But the other side, yeah, of course, there is contra with that perspective. Maybe you one of the contra of the side. So in my opinion, basically I agree with Prabowo.
Why do you think Prabowo won a disaster in Sumatra to be national disaster?
It's kinda complicated actually. When the one place got a national science,
national disaster, there are following problems after that. If you remember 2004 when Yusuf Kala take the positions to make Aceh national disaster, yeah, the following problems is one of after that. But yeah, it's of course logic because tsunami is different. What's the tsunami?
Yeah.
Wife is different with the groups, and also the victims also obviously different because there are many thousand victims at 2004, and now only sorry.
So you think
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
1,000. But yeah, for the limit, I mean, it's okay. It's not national disaster issue. What do you expect when the Aceh or Sumatra will get national disaster? It may be because of money, right? Of course, because of money. Because we need more money for that.
No.
So what?
No.
No.
What do you think, Buya? Because you're
Mr. Owner, moderator, may I?
Oh yeah. Hey.
Okay. If we talk about the number of the victims, so you said that 1,000 is smaller than many thousand, right? However, several times ago, actually, when Lombok got disaster also, but earthquake, yeah, the victims is 1,000 also. I mean, like it's similar with that happened in Aceh. However, at the time, Gerindra's party, they're actually led by Mr. Prabowo, encouraged to the government, for make that that phenomenon to be a national disaster. So, what's different about that? If we talk about the victims.